Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for render price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the 4 days chart here for the all-time history for render, we are looking at several bullish scenarios and also of course some bearish, short-term bearish scenario. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper in the overview of it. So starting here on the 4 days chart, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very clean impulse. The wave 4 did not interfere with zone 1, meaning a very clean impulse towards the upside, finishing wave A. Or a wave 1, of course, in both case scenario as a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or as a 1, a 2, of course, and looking for another 1, 2 for double 1 2 in the blue scenario as well here after having an impulse as well here 1 2 3 4 5 clean impulse wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1, and then looking of course for a wave 2 right now for a double 1 2 or a wave 4 of course in a leading diagonal 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Both case scenarios require of course a short-term rejection or correction as ABC, as we have of course 3 waves towards the downside for the wave A, we have 3 waves toward the upside for the B, and 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for the C here. In this case scenario, you are looking for a wave for potentially between the 0.38, 0.5. Those are the perfect fib level for a wave 4 in a leading diagonal. Also, the 0.38 is a minimum requirement for a wave 1 and 2. Of course, the wave 2 would like to hit, of course, the 0.38. And of course, moving towards the upside impulsively, of course, with an impulse of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking the high, of course, exactly here, and even moving for higher. And that means, of course, if we are unfolding here a very high wave 3 as double 1, 2 for render, you are looking, of course, at a very, very high potential scenario for the bullish. And basically, it can reach the following target. So if you take here the 1.618 for a wave 3, you might reach, of course, on the logarithmic fib level, a 1420. But of course, this is a very logarithmic, guys, and of course, I prefer always to move with a linear before moving to the logarithmic regarding the targets. And I believe, of course, the linear can be, of course, the 1.618 at $24 for render, which is much more realistic. Now, of course, after finishing this, you might, of course, see continuation toward the upside. We're going to see how this is going to unfold. However, let's keep it safe and realistic. So basically right now, if we are looking for this target at 24, basically you are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 formation. On the 4-hour chart, we were looking at this confluence between, of course, the blue box, and we were expecting, of course, this move toward the upside, that it unfolds, especially, of course, after this correction is finished at the 1-to-1 fib level, 1.05. A very nice, of course, confluence, and especially in confluence with the 0.38 and 0.5 for a wave 4 in the leading diagonal. We are looking currently for this price action if we have finished this move as WX and a Y. X and a Z can be also a possibility. And that because if you are in an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, your wave 5 doesn't look finished yet. And that because, of course, you still need one more leg toward the downside. If this is your bearish scenario, let's move on the 1-hour chart. If this is your bearish scenario and you are looking for an ending diagonal here, somehow because you took the low, by the way, here with a few cents, you're looking right now, of course, after this move toward the upside, you would like to see a move toward the downside again, especially that this is a zigzag. You have another correction here, another zigzag, and right now it looks like an impulse, so I cannot say that this is corrective. We're gonna dive deeper. However, in all case scenarios, if we dive deeper again inside this blue box, taking the low, that means, of course, you are finishing, of course, an ending diagonal, which is gonna end up, of course, inside this blue zone, which is a box of opportunity. Whatever is gonna happen inside this blue zone, we're gonna move towards the upside, whether bearish or bullish. So if we dive deeper as well inside this area, we can see, of course, right now an impulse towards the upside forming, of course, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 has finished already as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So I would say the blue zone has been hit perfectly again for this impulse toward the upside. But don't forget that you finished here only a wave 3, meaning you are in 1, 2, and then 3, still looking for a wave 4 toward the upside. Let me label this. So we have 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This is, of course, our gray scenario where we want to see, of course, here we go, the wave 3 finished, meaning 1, 2, and then 3, looking for wave 4, 5. Of course, this is a wide scenario, a little bit bigger would be preferably. So as you can see here, in this wave 1, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished wave 1, A, B, C. Of course, for a wave 2, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this wave 5. Again, 4 and a 5 is expected, of course, in this area. Currently, the wave 4, of course, has to hit the, of course, 0.3023, sorry, taken from the 2, based on the wave 3 as well. So we are looking for a wave 4 in an impulse. Here we go. Regarding the time, based on your wave 2 here, taken from this expanding flat, you are looking at a potential move towards the downside as well, with between the 0.23 and 0.38. Based on alternation, you have a flat here, so preferably that you get kind of like a zigzag here, or it can be, of course, a triangle, but preferably to have an alternation, of course, in this area. So basically, next target is this blue box. I believe that we might, of course, move towards this one. We can remove this box since we have hit it. Currently, we're looking for a $3.52 for render. Or it can be, of course, even lower. However, as you can see, this price action has showed and proved that this box of opportunity is working perfectly, and we still, of course, looking for higher from there, whether we are bullish or bearish. Don't forget, today on X we have updated, of course, many coins. We have the Curve, CRV, FETCH.AI, FET, and Solana. Don't forget to watch these quick updates, very informative as well, and I hope that it is helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.